Built in 1920, Jackrabbit is one of the oldest roller coasters in operation. Kennywood has done a great job of keeping this classic coaster in tip-top shape. Many fans of Kennywood keep Jackrabbit in a special place in their minds. It's an experience that many generations have been able to enjoy. All of the stories I've heard from those who grew up in the Pittsburgh region, many say that this was their first roller coaster experience. Alright, so on with the review. Theming. Theming was something extremely rare to find on roller coasters back in the early years of the 20th century. So without surprise, Jackrabbit has no theming. Even the name Jackrabbit is actually quite common. I believe I found about 37 different roller coasters that use this name. As previously mentioned, Kennywood has done a great job of keeping this coaster's classic feel, so I will award Jackrabbit my base score of 5 in theming. Intensity. Jackrabbit is first and foremost a family coaster, so don't expect to have a hair-raising experience. This isn't El Toro, even Thunderbolt. However, being a ride that is almost 100 years old, I was surprised by the amount of airtime you can get on that double down drop. It's actually really rare for a coaster of its age, but the rest of the ride is rather tame, which is okay. As I said, this is a family coaster. I'm thinking a rating of 3 sounds appropriate for intensity. Fun factor. I enjoy Jackrabbit a lot. It's a fun, small roller coaster. It's nice to sit down and enjoy a roller coaster that isn't overly terrifying or intense. Jackrabbit is a nice, enjoyable coaster experience. I actually prefer to ride this over Thunderbolt, so my score for this category comes to a 7. Originality. Jackrabbit is your basic out and back layout, but what's unique about it is it integrates the terrain. The ride only stands 40 feet above the ground, but is able to pull off a 70-foot plummet by using the trench that it's built over. The double down element is quite rare, especially for its age. What I like about its layout is how John Miller, the designer of this coaster, was able to turn a basic coaster layout into something different. Another neat thing about Jackrabbit is unlike most coasters that go right into a lift or a launch, the lift on Jackrabbit is about the halfway point for this ride. So with its age in consideration, I'm giving Jackrabbit a 7 for originality. Smoothness. Because this ride isn't overly intense, the ride manages to stay relatively smooth for a wooden coaster. Being an old wooden coaster, it's going to have some unwanted rough patches, but it's also part of the charm with these older wooden coasters. Honestly, if the ride was butter smooth, it wouldn't be as enjoyable as it is. So in all fairness, a score of 5 for smoothness sounds about right. Okay, the final score comes to 5.4. which is what I think a good score for this roller coaster. Yes, there are plenty of coasters that are better than this one, but you have to remember what the audience your attraction is aiming for. Jackrabbit is a perfect starter coaster. Many kids will call this their first big roller coaster. This coaster can be enjoyed by all ages. Everyone can ride and have a fun time. Thanks for watching today's review. Tell me what you think of Jackrabbit in the comments. Was this your first big roller coaster? Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, see ya!